guys, this is your first writing lesson that's going to be in the form of a very small video, and I'm going to see how practical it is to upload these and how much if they help you at all. So we'll see for this first couple of days. So your first writing homework is on page 30 of your new book, which means maybe you need to pause to go and get it. While you're going to get things, you also need your notebook. You need to have already organized your dossier into divided up all your different kinds of writing. You need all your essays in one place, and for this particular exam, you need your letters in another place. Formal letters in particular, which we haven't done many of. You find lots and lots of essays, but not many letters. Okay, so we're going to work on letters for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so you need to go to page 30. You also need to be ready with page 229, which is the help for this. It tells you how to begin, how to end, some clips and all of those kinds of things. So use that page as well. So go to your book. Now, you're always given in the Michigan exam an article which you have to read, which is related to the question which you answer as a letter. The second question, task B, which is an essay, sometimes is related, sometimes is totally random. So it's advisable, if you understand enough from here, to do the letter. So let's have a look at the letter. Okay, in the back of your book on page 229, you've got ways to begin. And if you go to the unit in your old book, which is about formal letters, you will see that we begin dear, and here it's going to tell you, dear editor. Okay, that means you don't know his or her name, which means you end yours faithfully because you don't know their name. Okay, this question, as a question, is already divided into paragraphs. That's the reason why it's a good choice, okay? The introduction for a letter is easy. The conclusion for a letter is easy. You can have it in your mind before you start, before you even go near the exam, which is great. And the organization is the two questions that it's asked. It's telling you about teenagers not sleeping enough because they're playing on their phones at night and gadgets, and what parents can do. So that's your two paragraphs. So your paragraph plan is going to look something like this. Paragraph 1 is your intro, and in the introduction you need to say why you're writing. So you need to say that you read the article. You need to say who you are, because it's important. If somebody's going to take you seriously when they're reading your letter, they need to know what relationship you've got with this. So in this particular case, you are actually a teenager yourself. Okay, and what you're going to say. Okay, so what you're going to say in this particular case is something to do with gadgets and teenagers late at night, and then you're going to talk about the parents. So that's your first sentence, second sentence, third sentence, or however you want to organize it. It doesn't have to be in that order. Okay. Paragraph 2, you need to talk about young people using their gadgets very, very late at night. Excuse me, I just need to put my glasses on again and just check the question. Okay. Why are they hurting themselves by spending too much time on gadgets? So you need to talk about sleep. They're not getting enough sleep, so in the morning their school performance is affected by that. Very important. Also, you could, if you wanted to, talk about their hormones. You could talk about screens. You could talk about blue light. Blue light, which changes hormones and also causes obesity. Who knew? Okay, so all of those things are very, very dangerous. Okay, you can talk about their eyes if you want to, and if you want to, you can talk about radiation, radioenergia, which comes from gadgets, in particular mobile phones. Okay. So that's paragraph 2, the dangers. So your topic sentence to that paragraph has to talk about dangers. So the topic sentence there is going to say something like, the danger of gadgets, sorry guys, at night, blah, 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 blah. Or, if you wanted to, you could say there are a number of dangers of using gadgets at night if you wanted to, and then stop the sentence there. Okay, so you can organise your topic sentence how you like. Then you talk about your dangers, then you've got paragraph 3, and you can use, if you like, regarding, because it's easy, it's an easy way to start a sentence. It means sketikame, parents' role, parents plural apostrophe, tongonyon. Okay, role in limiting the time children sleep and so on. Okay, so regarding that, that's your topic sentence, and then you're going to say what you think parents should do. Do you think parents should take them away? Do you think you're old enough to organise it for yourselves? If so, they're not going to take it away, but maybe you're going to turn it off, whatever it is. Are you going to move it away from you or leave it in another room so that it's not irritating you at night? Because it's very, very difficult to either to get to sleep or to ignore any kind of gadget that's going ping, 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 because you know people are doing stuff and it's like, what am I missing? Okay, so there are all the sorts of things that parents can do in agreement with their children. You could also mention the need, which is a very useful sentence anyway for lots of things related to adults and children, or adults and teenagers in particular. Okay, you can use it as a sentence. You need to say, discuss the situation calmly and maturely. Maturely means in orimotropo. So that's something that they can do. Okay, it's another idea, so you could put it at the end if you wanted to and say another good idea would be for parents and children to discuss the situation calmly and maturely, full stop. And this is the kind of thing that you can use in lots of writings as a piece of advice. If you've got any problems between people, you can use that. So it's good sentence, good vocabulary and so on. And then you need to close your letter like a conclusion, but when we're talking about letters, we talk about closing letters. So you're writing your conclusion, and you can say if you want to in conclusion, comma, but not I believe. In conclusion, gadgets are dangerous late at night, parents can do things, and then second sentence, I believe, or in my opinion. Then, because it's a letter, because it's a Michigan letter, something that you need to learn that you can use in lots and lots of different letters is thank you for taking my ideas into consideration. And then you finish, yours faithfully, and your name and surname, because it's a formal letter. Okay, we avoid you. If you've got your photocopy from Christmas, that'll be helpful to you. The photocopy which gives you all the different kinds of writings, all on the same page, things that you should and shouldn't do. job done. As far as the essay is concerned, the essay, again, is at the back of the book. It's a more descriptive essay. It's much more difficult because you might find yourself saying the same things again, but there's a good plan at the back of the book. And that gives you, okay, so you've got your introduction as you already have, but you can have one paragraph about the practical need for this particular thing. Why do you need your phone practically? Because you can call people in an emergency, you can find a map, you can get onto the internet, you can get information. The second reason you're given in the back of the book, if you look at it, is sentimental. Sentimental value means synestematikos. So you might have to lie here and say that your mum or your dad or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your granny bought it for you. You might talk about the case that's got all of your friends' what? Your friends' pictures, your friends' signatures on it, and so you don't want to lose it. Something along those lines. And then we go back to the usual conclusion, the regular conclusion. Don't forget, we've talked about the importance of a conclusion being at least 2 sentences, not 1. So you need your in conclusion, comma, then you're going to tell us that my telephone would be the most important thing to take for 2 main reasons, whatever you put in your main body. I need it for this and because of this, which are the ideas. This one is the second paragraph, sorry, let me change that. The second paragraph, and this one is in the third paragraph, full stop. Okay, so that was our first little quick video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see how long it takes to edit, how long it takes to upload and download, how practical this is, and I'll see you in a few days if it's nice. Bye guys.